You're watching BDI News. I'm Lucy D'Souza.
No, I am Lucy D'Souza. You are Paul McCall. You are supposed to read the blue lines on the auto cue. The blue lines, not the yellow lines.
Shut the front door. You mean that TV screen, chocker full of pretty colored blurs, is an auto cue? Hey, if I squint, I can make out some of the words. How cool is that? Anyway, we record these bulletins in advance now. So what's the big dealio?
This is precisely why we record the bulletins in advance, you numbskull.
Ooh, sorry. Manners.
That's not a double espresso in your mug, is it?
Is it an espresso? No. Is it a double? You betcha.
Okay, studio. Can we take it from the top? One more time. You're watching BDI News. I'm Lucy D'Souza.
And I am Lucy D'Souza.
You're watching BDI News. I'm Lucy D'Souza.
And I'm Paul McCall. Thank you for watching, and nighty-night.
You're watching BDI News. I'm Lucy D'Souza.
Ouch. And I'm Paul McCall.
Here are the BDI local news headlines at 6 tonight. 12 people stranded for 7 hours, 30 feet above the ground, in Aspen ski lift malfunction.
Ah, 12 people stranded.
I've already done that one.
Is it still my turn? I'm confused. Was that a yes? Accident-prone skier rushed to hospital with potassium poisoning.
A vicious gang of mountain squirrels shred ski instructor Salapets before stealing his strawberries in another frenzied fruit-based animal attack.
Aspen's very own fast food franchise, Captain Sausage, relaunches today, promising to make food hygiene its top priority from now on, and abandons its attempts to get the 5-second rule adopted into federal law.
And those are the local news headlines at 6 tonight. I'm Lucy D'Souza.
And I'm not, apparently. And finally, a tale of scientific ineptitude so enormous it will send shockwaves across the whole world and rewrite over 200 years of paleontology.
It's palaentology.
Pale patient, oh golly.
Paleontology. Fossils, Paul, fossils.
Over 200 years of fossils.
Here's a report from our science correspondent, Sally O'Malley. You join me standing here, at the center of an abandoned archaeological dig, in the heart of the Mojave Desert. Behind me, you can see the partially excavated backbone of a mighty sauropod from the Jurassic period, one of the largest creatures ever to walk the earth. Or was it? Joining me for no good reason, in this 100-degree hellhole of sand and flies, is Professor Otto von Battenberg of the Heimlich Institute of Crystallography. Hello, Professor. Thank you for joining us.
It is mine pleasure for to being here, yeah.
So tell us, Professor, what is it that you've discovered about the fossilized remains of these so-called giants of prehistory?
Well, my dear, it is a mistake. An unbelievable mistake.
An unbelievable mistake, you say? How fascinating. Please continue.
Yeah, well, to being cutting the liner story shorter, Was heffings are revelation. Zads are fossilized bones. They are being made of the same material as special types of naturally occurring crystal formations, such as their stalactites and their stalagmites. Yeah.
How fascinating. So what does that mean for the billions of dinosaur-loving people across the world?
Well, Fraulein, just as their stalactites and stalagmites grow larger amidst our passage of time, so did all these fossilized bones. And, of course, these bones have been fossilizing for a very long time. Yeah, very long time.
So, Professor, if I understand you correctly, you are claiming that the poor creatures that turned into fossilized remains like this one behind me weren't as big as we think.
That is it, in their shelves or not. Yeah.
So, Professor, exactly how big was this Jurassic sauropod behind me when it was alive?
Hamster-sized.
So what about the mighty pterodactyls that dominated the prehistoric skies?
Ha! Like little butterflies.
And what about the utterly fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex, who ruled the prehistoric world with an iron, but admittedly tiny, fist?
Oh ho. Yeah. Poor old Rex. He could very easily hide beneath a medium-sized dandelion leaf. And very often did.
Well, thank you, Professor Otto von Battenberg, for taking the time to come all the way out here, just to totally destroy all of our precious childhood feelings of awe and wonder of a magical bygone age. Thanks a bunch.
Bye-bye, and auf Wiedersehen.
Bye-bye back to Lucy in the studio. Thanks, Sally, for that soul-crushing buzzkill of a story. The world will never be the same again.
Oh heck, Lucy, there is a silver lining to this.
You reckon?
Oh yes, indeed. All those plastic dinosaur toys, sold by museums all around the world, they can now charge double the price for them and market them as actual size.
I hate you, Paul. I really hate you.
I just say it as I see it, blurry or not.
You've been watching BDI News. I'm Lucy D'Souza.
And I'm Sally O'Malley. Nighty-night, sleepy tight. And don't let the teeny-weeny little dinosaurs bite.